Hey,
Hello! What's up?
Alright, you can say something too.
Damn.
Alright, so we have here a series of questions in a bulletin list. So,
Alright.
Whenever you want to get... Yeah, we're recording. I think it's recording. Let's just see if our recorder is recording, because that's what
Just
recorders are meant
check.
to do. Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Making sure.
so... Onward. If we could start with a little introduction, so...
Alright, my name is Sonic Lightning, otherwise known as Aaron. I'm the executive mandarin or co-director of the writing department for Stable-Tec Studios.
Awesome. Cool. Well, can you tell us a bit about yourself? Not personally, as that is kind of creepy, but how were you introduced to the fandom?
That's kind of an interesting story, actually. I didn't know much about it before. Like, I had heard, there's some grown men watching ponies, and I was like, oh, that's alright, do what you want, I guess, jeez.
Yeah, right.
But I think it was about my freshman year in high school, and a friend of mine, who I'm going to call Sharkeisha, to protect the innocent.
I have a couple of those.
Sharkeisha came up to me with a wristband that had Vinyl Scratch on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, what's that? He's like, oh, it's just a pony. I watched this show. I'm like, no, that's alright, Sharkeisha, whatever. Sharkeisha, no.
Right.
But then I went home, and this was before Netflix had profiles, so it was like, you get Netflix, everybody had the same. And I'm going through there, and I'm setting up my little baby sister to watch her shows on there.
Right.
And I see it's on there, My Little Pony Friendship and Magic. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's kind of interesting. So I ended up watching some of it with her. She liked it, and I was, meh. And then I went back to it about a month later and watched all the episodes, and I was kind of like, oh, well,
This happened, right?
Yeah, this happened. My dad comes in and says, who's been watching My Little Pony? And my little brother ratted me out instantly, like, it was Aaron. And he looks at me and he goes, no. And he,
Right.
but obviously he's a little more supportive now that I've explained to him what I'm doing and the stuff with the studio and all that. He's bought me pony shirts now, and I'm sure he's fine with it.
Yeah. Pretty legit. Oh
shit.
So you said you had seen all the episodes, right? So can you remember your first episode?
No.
My first episode was the first episode, but the episode that I find the best is the Cutie Mark Chronicles.
That was my second episode, actually.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Who is your favorite horse?
Does it have to be canon does it main six or nah?
Nah.
Yeah. I would say any pony that you think would be
the best in your eyes.
I really like Vinyl Scratch.
I kind of figured.
Your OC kind of resembles her, in the same style.
Oh, that's not my OC. That's a character from Fall of Equestria.
Is that Homage? That's Homage, right?
Yeah. And Homage is her great granddaughter. So yes, you should resemble her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And the sunglasses.
All right. So, how did you get into voice acting?
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Also, I'm a very interesting person.
You're a very interesting.
You are.
Okay, well, I was just about to turn 15, so a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going through YouTube because I'm part of the fan at this point. I'm watching some stuff, and I come across, like, Epic Love Time, stuff like that. I'm like, hey, this is really cool. And it had Vinyl Scratch in it, so I was like, even more of a plus.
Yeah.
I started to kind of look around like, hey, I think it would be kind of fun to do this, and I went on to Jessie Nowak's little Tumblr page, and she has the tips on there. So I went out, and I was recording at one point with a Turtle Beach X12 headset, which was a very terrible mistake.
Yeah.
But the first thing I did was a couple lines for Applejack in a bridge series that never went anywhere because, a bridge series is, right? Hasbro. And I joined up with these guys a little bit after that, wanting to voice a character, and they're like, yeah, we can add you on here. And then I kind of got sucked into the writing team.
Right.
And I became the co-director of that. Actually, one of the people from here, let's say actually 7 times in a sentence, that's pretty great. Apparently, he thought that I had potential, but the microphone I was using was very bad. Yeah, so he bought me a Blue Stable microphone on Amazon and sent it over.
Yeah,
so
I used to use that. So.
Yeah, I can't afford a pop filter though, so I have a sock on it. I drew a little face. Named Stan.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, improvising, right?
Yeah.
Well, I still don't have a pop filter, so would you recommend a sock?
Oh, okay. 10 out of 10. Sock.
Jesus Christ.
Sock of the year. Okay.
Sock of the year. All right.
10 out of 10.
Again, this sock is great. Yeah.
All right. So, about how many years have you been into voice acting?
I'm just about to hit my anniversary of 1 year in voice acting.
Awesome.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
When exactly was that?
Oh, geez, it was around February last year.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So, have you ever voice acted in something other than Stable-Tec Studios or Fallout Equestria?
Nothing out of Stable-Tec, but I have... Or wait, no, sorry. There's a fanfiction audio library that I voiced a couple characters.
Right, I think you told me a bit about that before.
Yeah. That's kind of a funny story. One of the people in here, our director, he told me about it, and he's like, hey, you should apply to here, and it'd be good practice for you, and you could voice the characters. And I sent in an audition, and they kept giving me boy parts, and I was like, this is cool, I guess, but, you guys know I'm a girl, right? It's like,
Yeah.
But other than that, I haven't done anything that's released for Stable-Tec, and I am currently voicing Pip in an audio drama from chapter 9 and on that our director of the studio is working on his little channel. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I'm not doing anything at the moment, no.
Right. All right, cool. So how did you get introduced to Fallout Equestria? Was it through voice acting?
It was, actually. I was searching up, female voices needed for whatever, and I came across a group of people who were doing a fan fiction animated, and they didn't go anywhere, and I'm not going to bring up. But through them, one of the people that I made friends with in their little group told me about the Flutter Tree, and I was like, what the heck? I guess that's a reference to when she said I'd like to be a tree. I looked it up and came up, Fallout Equestria and all that stuff, and I'm a big Fallout fan. I've played Fallout 2 through New Vegas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just great games. I play pen and paper Fallout games and stuff like that, and I'm just a mega nerd. So I went on there, and I saw how long the fanfiction was, and at first I was kind of deterred, that's going to take me some time, and then I realized that I have a lot of time on my hands because I don't do anything. So I read through it. It took me about a week, and then I was looking through YouTube because I thought, hey, someone should make a movie or something out of this, and that's how I came across Stable-Tec and joined up with them.
Awesome.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Are we going to see Fallout episodes as in actual episodes, or is it going to be one big production?
The Stable-Tec's productions.
Yeah.
We're episode-based. We'll have 15-minute episodes that we'll release whenever we get them done.
Nice. So, it might be kind of clear at this point, but who's your favorite Fallout Equestria character?
Homage.
Right.
Yeah.
Legit. All right. Well, I think that's enough about Stable-Tec. How about your own projects? Or what are we to expect in the next year from you?
I'm working on a couple parody songs and a collaboration with... Well, I'm not sure if he wants me to say it yet. So, with a person.
Yeah. I know some people.
Yeah, some people. Definitely not... Yeah, they're all pony-related stuff. I'm doing... You can expect another Little Pip parody coming soon, and...
Yeah, the first one's pretty legit.
Yeah, I get that a lot, actually. That one was... you guys are familiar with Skybolt, yeah?
Skybolt, yeah, I'm actually hoping to interview him for next week.
Yeah, he's our sound director here.
He's pretty legit, too. Legit?
Yeah.
I've said legit in the last... oh.
Too legit to quit saying legit.
Yeah, actually legit.
Yeah. Well, I pretty good friends with him, and I was like, I go on his channel, and these are kind of cool. I would like to do something like this, and I've always wanted to do a parody or some kind of song, and I was in choir for 3 years, so I figured I was qualified enough. So this is when my little sister was obsessed with Pitch Perfect.
Oh God!
And that song was stuck in my head round the clock because she'd put that in the DVD player, play the movie, as soon as it would end, she'd restart it, kind of thing.
Oh God!
Yeah, it was terrible. That's why I don't leave my room anymore.
I did that with the Land Before Time series, so I can't judge.
Oh, so did I. Yeah, and Teletubbies when I was really little.
Yeah.
I had that stuck in my head, and I was going through, and we were talking in a meeting here, and then I was kind of singing in my head and thinking about all this stuff, and hey, this kind of writes itself because it's pretty much a direct parody of what she says in the song almost.
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I read it down. Oh God, director of the writing team. I can't even English. Or co-director of the writing team.
Yeah.
I wrote that down, and then I went to Skybolt. I was like, hey, I wrote a thing. You should probably sing this. And he wasn't around because he had gone to BronyCon. I showed it to the writing director, and he said, hey, maybe you should try to record it. And I eventually did and put it all together and sent it. And he's like, hey, this is really good. You should upload this. And I had Vector Brony draw the background for it and did so. Yeah. I'm very surprised by how much it got. I mean, I was featured on EQD. I was featured on Equestria Daily and everything. It was interesting.
Yeah, so, back to Stable-Tec, even though I didn't mean to go back to it. How's your editing team looking? Editing team. Like, do you have quite a few editors for it, or?
That's not my department, so I'm not sure. I've also been away for a little bit because of computer issues. I've just now recently gotten a new one.
All right.
But as far as editing and how fast things are going, I have never seen the studio so productive, and I'm really excited for what's to come in the future.
Awesome.
I also have a bit of an announcement, if you guys don't mind.
Oh, not at all.
Here coming in, I want to say April, and I may be wrong, and I apologize if I am. Stable-Tec Studios will be attending BabsCon 2015.
Oh, yeah, I think I have read about that, or maybe not, but...
Yeah, well, as far as people who are attending, myself, Skybolt, the leader of the studio, or the founder of the studio, Ian, the concept lead, and Heathen will be attending, as far as the panel goes. Heathen being our weapons and parts lead. He designs all the pony weapons.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos of his.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So were you at the Everfree Northwest panel for Stable-Tec last year?
No, I was not. That was only Skybolt and Patrick. I couldn't make it.
All right.
Yeah, but I will be making it to this one. So if anybody wants to go out there and meet me and all the other people aforementioned, definitely should come and say hi.
Sounds legit. Legit. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. That's all we have. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. So
that's no problem at all. If you guys ever need any help with setting up or doing anything in the future, you know where to find me.
Yeah, we likely will need some help in the future. All right.
That hour and a half I waited for you to set this one up, it was pretty great. A lot of time to sit here and think about my life choices.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, that's it. Thank you for your time once again, and we'll see you in Fallout Equestria.
See ya.